Hello and welcome to Off The Crossbar Transfer Roundup Show with myself, Regan Walsh, and my co-presenter, Brad. Each week we'll be looking at the biggest transfers and rumours from around the world of football. And boy, do we have plenty to talk about this week.
It's that time of the year again, isn't it?
It really is.
Do you know what I always like in the transfer window?
What?
As much as I enjoy it, I always like it that Toy Story meme.
Yeah.
It's where Buzz Lightyear is holding Woody and just looks off to the distance.
Mm.
In transfer window terms, it's in the nose, everywhere.
Definitely. I mean,
I've already blocked at least 4 of them.
Unless it's coming from Fabrizio Romano, David Ornstein, the Athletic, or John Percy, I don't pay attention to anyone else.
So careful with the Athletic because I'll have more with one of their lot later.
Yes. Right. Now it is the first week after the Euro, so there is a lot of rumours going around, and there's been a few confirmed deals, but nothing major as of yet. But we will start off with the big news of the week, and that is Lionel Messi is set to stay with Barcelona. There was some reports that came out, I think it was on Wednesday, saying that he was signing a 2-year deal, and then literally within a few hours it's changed to a 5-year deal. So either way, it seems that Messi's going to stay with the Blaugrana.
Bastard ruined us with our video ideas for this summer.
I know. The fact that since, February I had that thing made, Lionel Messi, the decision, PSG, Man City, Barcelona, and
since the winter.
It's gone down the fucking drain now.
Then again, it's all Barcelona's fault.
Yeah.
With their catastrophic wage bill.
I mean, I don't think catastrophic does it enough justice of how much they fucked up.
Find it the most drastic adjective and put it in front of that.
Yeah, and then times it by 10 as well, because they've just done an absolute stupidity. However, the reports were coming out that Messi is actually willing to take a 50% wage cut from what he's currently on to remain a Barcelona player. However, before this can become official, they are hoping to get a few sales done so they can register Messi and the new signings that they have made this summer. I mean, Messi, he stays in the end.
Yeah, boring bastard. We wanted him in the Premier League. Actually, no, we didn't, because we knew where he would have went.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, I guess Barca's situation is always saved.
I mean,
but the main aim was to keep Lionel Messi.
Yeah.
Whatever happens after that, they don't care.
Yeah. Part A of their rebuilding plan is done. The rest of it is nowhere near done yet.
Yeah, I mean, as we're seeing, like all the sales that are going to come.
Yeah, I mean, there's been rumours that they've apparently asked 5 of their big players, including Marc-Andre ter Stegen and I believe Frenkie de Jong is one of them, also to take a pay cut in order.
De Jong, especially that man in his first season, is already like the second or third highest owner.
Yeah, which is absolutely crazy. But yeah, it seems that part of Barcelona still needs sorting out, as they are massively in debt. And one player who looks set to be leaving Barcelona, if the reports are true over the last 48 hours, is Antoine Griezmann. The French midfielder / forward has been linked with a move back to Atletico Madrid, a swap deal for Saul Niguez, though there has been some saying that Barcelona also want to get some money in return for Griezmann.
I was going to say, it's a deal that would make sort of sense. If you in terms of Barcelona's midfield options, that just improves them further. Maybe it leaves them light up front. That's just the only thing you could really go against them for.
Yeah, I mean, if this does happen, you've got to imagine a midfield three for Barcelona of Sergio Busquets, Frenkie de Jong, and Saul as the midfield three.
And you know who you forgot in all of that?
Who?
The guy who was just named Young Player of the Tournament of the Euros.
I'm having him as part of the forward three.
Would you? Does he play one of the wing roles, or is that even is that Koeman's thing? Does he like playing the 4-3-3, that traditional Barca formation?
He seems to. If I remember correctly, he did get quite a few times towards the end.
You got to think about it. They've obviously, if they get Memphis registered,
and
you're forgetting they have Aguero.
Yeah.
Is that something they would? Well, again, if they do want to keep playing Aguero regularly, even though that's probably unlikely, they could still stick with it. But who knows?
Well, yeah, it's not a problem. But yeah, I think he's very fond of a 4-3-3, Ronald Koeman, because it's the Johan Cruyff type of football. And in his early days back at Barcelona, he didn't seem to do it. But now, as the season progressed last season, he did seem more willing and open to going back to that usual 4-3-3 formation that does so well for Dutch football and Dutch football managers.
It's all very well, but is he going to have any players left?
Well, yeah. Seeing Griezmann going back to Atletico Madrid, I think, would be a very strange one.
It still feels like a step up, given that he's going to the team of the champions.
Yeah.
And we're going to get a forward line of Suarez and Griezmann.
Yep, and you still have João Felix and Yannick Carrasco and Thomas Lamar as well.
That's an insane team.
Jesus Christ, that is going to be absolutely deadly up top for Atletico Madrid. But as the time of the recording, there has been no further updates on that swap deal, and I think it's definitely one that could happen a bit more as we edge towards the end of this month and start to head into August, as there is Griezmann and other players on international holiday after the Euros have just finished, and the Copa America as well.
Yeah, the waiting game.
Yes. One player that does look set to leave Madrid, but it isn't from Atletico, it's from their arch rivals Real Madrid, is Rafa Varane. Varane has been linked heavily with a move to Manchester United over the past 2 weeks, and it seems that the Red Devils are getting ever closer to signing the French defender. Wow. Could be a very, very good backline.
A very good back. I know who I'd rather have. I'm joking, that's a joke. Yeah, that's scary. I'll pay for it. It's scary. Could they play together? Because I'm both technically left-sided.
Yes, but I think Maguire can play more right side of the back four. That's what I would expect to see. It'd be Shaw, Varane, Maguire, and then Wan-Bissaka at right back. That's if they don't get Kieran Trippier in.
You had Kieran Trippier to that as well, and that's a very solid defence. Like, not just starting, but also depth-wise as well.
Yeah. I mean,
which is what Man United need at this point.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about the backup options, you got Alex Telles, although he's been linked with a loan move away to Roma to cover Spinazzola, but I don't think there's anything in that. So that's two good left back options. You then got Lindelof and Boye as the backup to Varane and Maguire, and then you've still got Diogo Dalot, or obviously if Trippier does come in, you could have Trippier or Wan-Bissaka as backup option to the other.
You forget the plus with Trippier as well. You could play left back as well.
Yeah, as we saw in this Euros just gone. But yeah, the fee that has been reported by the Sun today that Man United could sign Trippier and Varane for is absolutely crazy. Like 68 million is what's been reported to be able to sign them to. Is wow.
Just try to equal it. How much would? Because the worries was always that Trippier was close to the 30 range.
No, there's some saying 18 to 20.
Well, that's changed drastically.
Yeah.
Not that I believe anything comes from that lot, but.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. All taking it a massive pinch of salt at this in time. But yeah, I think Varane is probably the more likely of the two at the minute. I'm not too sure whether Trippier will do, because I still think they will probably try and hold out for somewhere close to that 30 million for Trippier. But yeah, Varane looks very close to being done. It's just a matter of time, I think, now.
It's the move that would make Manchester United title threats, potentially. The only thing you were missing really was a solid defence. Maybe you're a proper defensive midfielder away.
Yeah, but if we do get Varane and Trippier in, I don't think we get a defensive midfielder in this window. I think we'd maybe wait until January, personally. But Bit of news, obviously away from the transfer window, is there's some rumours that Marcus Rashford could miss the first 2 months after deciding to get surgery on his elbow, or was it his shoulder? I can't remember.
I thought it was his shoulder.
Yeah, his shoulder, that was it. He's been struggling through the last season, so that's not good news. But
If there's someone who's earned it after this week,
well, yeah. I mean, the past year that he's had, he deserves a break.
too busy carrying the government on his back.
Yeah. Right. Arsenal still trying to sign Ben White from Brighton and Hove Albion.
You could have just left that sentence as Arsenal.
Yes. The Gunners are still trying to sign Ben White. Brighton are holding on for a 40 to 45 million fee, it seems.
I thought it was 50. You know,
it seems like they're a little bit leeway with that 50 million, but I'm not too sure whether.
I think that the rumour was that Ben White also kind of wants to move. As well, but that ain't happening.
Yeah,
like, stump up the money, or it ain't happening. And they have every right to.
Oh, yeah. They don't have to sell him at all, so there's no need for them to sell him. It's not like they're in a bad situation financially, so they can haggle as much money out of Arsenal as they want to.
And they should do it as much as possible, not just for transfer reasons, but also for content reasons. They've got to make that first episode of All or Nothing very entertaining.
Their first episode's already going to be entertaining. Did you not see they lost to Hibs the other day?
Sorry, you think they're showing pre-season stuff in the first
I'm
episode?
sorry, but
come on,
that has to be in there.
It should be, but they won't. They won't. It's not going to happen.
True. Elsewhere, Arsenal confirmed the signing of Nuno Tavares already from Benfica, and they are looking set to complete the signing of Lokombi as well. So that's 2 signings.
Was it Lokonga?
Lokonga? Is it?
Well, it was Lokonga. Is this another Arsenal player? You're going to get the name right.
No, I think it's just this one, so I've got it right. Lokonga. Not a lot is known about these 2 players in England, obviously, as they've never played against any of the English sides or in England before. So it would be very interesting to see how they settle in. One player who won't be at Arsenal this season is William Saliba, who's gone out on his 3rd loan in 3 years at Arsenal. He's joined Matteo Guendouzi at Marseille. Why sign him?
I don't know what's going on with that one. Unless there's just, I don't know, does something happen behind the scenes that just makes me think, oh, maybe he's not ready yet?
Yeah, but why don't you just... I don't know. Like, you can't even say he's been tried or tested anywhere, because has he even played any pre-season games for them? Or has he always gone out on loan before pre-season started?
I don't remember exactly when he went out on loan, but even when he's gone out on loan, because I don't see him like lighting it up.
No.
Even if that's just me not missing the details. Maybe he's done okay, but, you know, not like you hear our Arsenal fans talk about him.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's still rated at Arsenal, because there was some rumours that with this loan he's meant to be signing a new deal with the Gunners. So,
but the point is, you got to give him the chance at some point.
Yeah,
that's just not happening, is it?
No, I mean, what this forked out, was it like 28 to 30 million for him?
I don't think it was in the 30s.
I thought it was mid-20s to close to 30. But yeah, like you said, sooner or later they have to give him a chance to shine in that squad.
Yeah. So, and they should also be letting Emile Smith-Rowe have a chance to go shine. You know, just they're holding him hostage.
Brilliant. Speaking of Aston Villa, in very loose terms, Jack Grealish is still being linked with a move away from the club to Manchester City, although I think as time goes on, it's looking less and less likely in my eyes.
He's modelled our kit. He ain't going anywhere.
That doesn't mean anything.
Oh, trust me. Years ago, he didn't mean anything. Nowadays, I've said why owners are going, if they're going to allow him to leave, they're not putting him front and centre of all the kit.
True.
And you know what I've seen today? This takes the biscuit. This just sums up the transfer window in general. It was from the Man City correspondent for The Athletic.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I think one of the quotes in it is that Manchester City will sign both Harry Kane and Jack Grealish if Spurs and Aston Villa agree to let them go.
Cheers, Jeff.
It's literally that. Literally, but I could win the Euro Millions if they allow me to see the numbers before they come out. Like,
Yeah,
come on.
that is probably the stupidest comment I've heard in a long time.
It's just stupid. I'm not worried about him going anywhere.
No, I don't think either of them will go because you know what Daniel Levy is like when it comes to negotiating sales with any club. Always has been and always will be one of the strongest men in terms of wanting to get the best money available for his players. And I know Jack Grealish is good, but realistically, if you think about it, does he actually play time in that Man City squad?
Yeah, he does.
I think he'd start.
I know it's Man City, and he'll just be all over the place, and they'll just keep switching because they don't play the same 11, because they don't have to play the same 11. But realistically, if I'm Man City, I'm going all out on Kane and just not bothering with Grealish.
Yeah.
You don't need Grealish. You need Kane. That's what you need.
Yeah.
But you don't need anyone. Your team's unreal.
Exactly. At this minute in time, I don't think that they'll be able to get over them. I think they'll look somewhere else and get another striker in.
Yeah, I don't know who they go for right now that's available.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
In terms of the world-class category.
Speaking of a world-class striker who's been linked with a move away, Erling Haaland of Borussia Dortmund has been heavily linked with Chelsea this week, with the Blues apparently willing to spend over 100 million for the Norwegian striker. However, it's not going to happen at all.
There's no. This is not happening this summer. Not to Chelsea, anyway.
God, no.
You said they were going to offer Tammy Abraham for him.
I feel like that's an insult to Dortmund.
It's on Tammy Abraham.
I literally think any offer Chelsea now come in for, even next season, I'm saying, no, you offered us Tammy Abraham for Erling Haaland.
Actually, Abraham was one of them, but they were also offering Hudson-Odoi, and we know how valued he is to German clubs.
Mainly by Munich.
Yeah, but I don't think Hudson-Odoi would have been the worst player to get in return.
Hudson-Odoi wouldn't have been too bad, but I just think you're going from how prolific of a goal scorer Holland has been over the last 2 years or so to someone like Tammy Abraham, who hasn't really had the chance to shine for Chelsea recently.
Yeah, and I don't, whether he's still there or not this summer, I can't really say I know now. Like, we're not, but Villa aren't going to sign him.
I think he'll be somewhere like...
Sort of like a West Ham.
That's if he stays in.
Realistic, you would think of West Ham, but I remember seeing the rumours of Arsenal as well.
Jesus. No, I think he moves somewhere abroad. Don't know where to, but somewhere like Italy or France is calling out to me for Tammy Abraham. So that'd be very interesting to see what does materialise with his future. Right, just a few transfers, and that's mainly regarding Wolverhampton Wanderers. They sold...
Which Portuguese player have they signed now?
The new goalkeeper actually is Portuguese, which is absolutely hilarious. So they sold Rui Patricio at the start of this week to AS Roma, so he becomes Jose Mourinho's new signing and first new signing in his tenure at Roma. So it'll be very interesting to see how he does there. And they signed his replacement, Jose Sarr, from Olympiacos. And it's going to be a very good signing because he's done really well at Olympiacos, and be very interesting to see how he does cope in transition to the Premier League, and he joins the Dingles on a 5-year deal. Ajax today have announced that Dusan Tadic has signed a new contract with them to remain at the club until June 2024. Tadic had been linked with a move away this summer, but I think that was just one of them where it was only just paper talk, really, nothing, anything into that. However, I know it's not really transfer news, but their kit this season, Ajax.
Yeah,
Absolutely
Something
beautiful.
about an old school badge as well.
Yeah, and the fact that they're not going to have names on the back, I think they said. It's just going to be numbers.
That's going to be awkward.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Right, we'll be back next week to round up any more of the transfer deals that do eventually get happen.
Because this week's been quiet.
Yeah, I do expect it to step up next week as we get closer to the start of pre-season and head towards the new season. And hopefully, by the time our next show comes out, Manchester United have actually announced Jadon Sancho. Because we are still waiting on that deal.
If I could just add one last thing as well, apparently it's gone for apparently Aston Villa will win the Premier League, but only if they win their games next season.
Cheers, Jeff.
I'm just reading the rumours.
Yes.
This is genuine talk.
I mean, you're not wrong. Right, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you never miss a post. Follow us on Twitter at OffTCPod for all the latest transfer news and rumours from around the world of football. And until next week, it's goodbye from myself and goodbye from Brad.
See you.
We'll see you soon.